Welcome to Dark Hours FM, where real horror meets the unknown. You can now listen to every episode, explore new stories, and uncover what hides behind the mic at DarkHours-FM.com, the official home of the dark. Tonight's story, Season 3, Episode 1, The Call That Was Never Logged. Let's begin. This incident was never officially recorded. There is no case number, no incident report, and no public record that it ever happened. The only reason we know about it at all is because one person refused to forget the night everything went wrong. In February of 2016, Melissa Hargreave worked overnight dispatch at a small emergency communications center in Eastern Oregon. The building handled police, fire, and medical calls for a wide stretch of rural highway and Forest Service roads. Overnight shifts were usually quiet, static-filled radios, occasional traffic stops, drunk drivers drifting off the road. The kind of job where hours could pass without a single call. Melissa liked that. Silence meant nothing was wrong. At 2:18 a.m., her console lit up. The incoming call didn't display a number, just a blank field where the caller ID should have been. That happened sometimes in dead zones, but what caught Melissa's attention was the lack of routing data, no tower information, no location. The system didn't know where the call was coming from. She answered anyway. The man on the line was breathing hard, like he'd been running. Wind roared faintly in the background. When he spoke, his voice shook, not with panic, but with effort, like he was trying very hard not to panic. "I don't know where I am," he said. "I was driving west, I think. The road just stopped being right." Melissa asked him to slow down, to tell her what he could see. He described trees on both sides, tall and packed close together, no mile markers, no reflective signs. His headlights barely reached past the first row of trunks. He said the road behind him didn't look the same as the road ahead. She typed as he spoke, fingers moving out of habit, until she noticed the call wasn't populating a log. No timer, no recording indicator. The system showed nothing but a live audio feed. Melissa asked for his name. There was a pause. Then he said, "I didn't stop. I swear I didn't stop." She repeated the question. He exhaled slowly and gave his first name only. Daniel, no last name. When she asked for his vehicle description, he hesitated again, then said something that made her sit up straighter. "There's another car behind me," he said, "but it doesn't have headlights on." Melissa told him to keep driving, to maintain speed, to stay in the center of the road. She tried to ping the call manually. The system rejected it. She tried again. Nothing. Daniel's voice dropped. "It's close now," he said. "I can hear it, like tires, but not on pavement." Melissa asked him what mile marker he'd passed last. Daniel laughed once, short and breathless. "There aren't any," he said. "I think I missed the turn. Or maybe I didn't." The audio crackled. For a moment, Melissa thought the call had dropped. Then she heard something else. Another sound layered under Daniel's breathing. Low, rhythmic, almost like someone speaking too far from a microphone to be understood. Daniel heard it too. "It's telling me to pull over," he whispered. Melissa raised her voice, trying to anchor him. "Daniel, do not stop. Do you understand me? Keep driving." There was a long silence. Then Daniel said very quietly, "It knows my name." The sound under his voice grew clearer. Not words, just the cadence of speech, like something practicing how to talk. Melissa felt her stomach drop. She flagged the supervisor console, but no alert appeared. The call still wasn't registering. "Daniel," she said, slower now. Look straight ahead. Don't look in your mirrors. He didn't answer. Instead, the sound changed. A sharp, metallic scrape. Then a dull thump, like something brushing the side of his car. Daniel gasped. "It's right next to me," he said. "There's no one inside it. I can see through the windshield." Melissa stood up from her chair without realizing it. She tried to initiate a trace again. The system returned an error she had never seen before. Call source unavailable. "Daniel," she said, her voice shaking now, "I need you to listen to me." "I didn't stop," he said again, louder this time. "I swear I didn't." The last thing Melissa heard was a sound like air rushing past an open window. Then the call went dead. The console cleared instantly. No disconnect tone, no log entry, no record that a call had ever been active. Melissa sat down and stared at the screen. She checked the system logs manually. Nothing. She checked the raw audio cache. Empty. The supervisor came over when she called him, irritated at first, until he saw the timestamps where activity should have been. He told her it must have been a glitch, a phantom call, stress, fatigue. No patrols were dispatched. There was no location to send them to. The next morning, a burned-out sedan was found down an unmarked service road, 40 miles west of where Daniel said he'd been driving. No body inside, no skid marks, no signs of collision. The fire report listed the cause as undetermined. No missing person report was ever filed under Daniel's first name alone. Melissa tried to follow up. She asked for the call logs. She asked for the audio. She was told there was nothing to review. Officially, the call never happened. She quit 2 weeks later. Years after leaving dispatch, Melissa still wakes up around 2:18 a.m. Some nights, she swears she hears a phone ringing that isn't there. She says the worst part isn't wondering what happened to Daniel. It's knowing that if he called again, no one would ever know. These things happen somewhere, maybe closer than you think, and not all of them are finished.